Greetings, friend. I think this is part of the conversation that it's okay to have. Now, I'm not saying one is the other. What I will agree with is that there is overlap with people who struggle with addiction and these behaviors that help our reward system release that dopamine fix. Because, for most part, people who deal with addiction, they're after that dopamine fix to feel good. It's usually what using and abusing will do. Now, using and abusing can be more than substances. It absolutely can be behaviors, such as treating people badly so you can feel good. That's a very real thing. I've been dealing with addiction a long time. I've been leading groups for a very long time, and with a whole range of humans. And there is so much to say about how addiction works and what you have to really dive into to understand your trigger, the actual trigger, your rational, irrational beliefs, and then the consequences as a result. And I think that a lot of those strategies to deal with addiction can overlap into these other mechanisms, such as forcing people to give you external validation and going into a self-victimization spiral. So let me give y'all an example. So let's say there's an activating event of I put a lot of work into a project and nobody told me good job, okay? And so I have a belief that I do not have enough value in there, and then the consequence as a result of that belief is I'm going to try to get that reward system fixed as opposed to that negativity mindset, and I'm going to use or abuse. And let's say it's a toxic behavior. I'm going to belittle someone else's work so I can feel better about my work because no one validated me, right? Now, the key to processing that statement is look at the beliefs. Look at rational versus irrational. So irrational is people didn't see enough value. Okay, well, if I deep dive, have a conversation, well, maybe just it wasn't something anyone thought they needed to tell me was a good job. And having that simple shift in mindset over understanding my rational versus irrational beliefs, that allows me to go, oh, so it's really not about this. And then I have to understand, what that takes from a self-responsibility standpoint and go, I know I did a good job. I don't need them to tell me I need to do a good job. And that's okay. And that's my responsibility to do so. But to belittle somebody else in order for me to feel better about me not getting the validation I need, that's a toxic trait. And again, I want to be clear. I'm not saying this equals that. What I'm saying is those with addictive personalities can overlap into this. Thanks, friend.